Hey guys, welcome to Seer Generation. My name is Manny, and today I wanted to talk to you about money and inflation specifically. And I was just thinking about, all the money printing that has been going on because of the situation that we find ourselves in, and really thinking about how that's going to affect the dollar. It's not something that is new to me or something that I hadn't considered before, but I think since it's more prominent now and we're seeing more printing of money in order to help a lot of the people that are in need today, it got me thinking a little bit more about the value of the dollar. I started looking into it, and I just want to share one quick statistic here where it says, since the early 20th century, the decline in the value of the dollar has been dramatic due to inflation. A dollar in 1913 had the same buying power as $26 in 2020. So, needless to say, the value of the dollar has decreased over time. There's no way that we can ignore that. There's no way that we can really say that this is not happening, right? Just to give you a quick example, as I was looking into this, I was thinking back when I was a child, I would buy a bag of chips for like Dorito chips or whatever for 25 cents. Today, in order to buy that same bag of chips, it would cost you 75 cents or $1. So those are the things that should get you thinking and really considering, man, what should I be doing? Especially since the value of the money that I'm earning over time is going to be decreasing. Well, one of the things that people do in order to hedge, in quotations, the decline of the dollar because of inflation is put their money in the bank. Now, that's probably going to be your least amount of return. I think that the most competitive bank that I was able to find as I was researching was about, especially now in this climate, is about 1 point something percent year over year, which means that you're not even keeping up with inflation at that point. So every year you're actually losing money because the money that you have in the bank is not increasing enough to even keep up with the current value of the dollar. I don't do this personally, but a lot of people, and again, these are individuals that have a lot of wealth, have a lot of money. They tend to buy gold or invest in stocks that own gold. That's one of the ways where they try to preserve their wealth is through gold. That's something to consider. I don't do that. I err on the side of what Warren Buffett said. If you give me a mountain of gold that is just sitting there and it's looking pretty and I can look at it, versus you give me that same amount of value but you give it to me in businesses that, let's say you receive a few farms, or you're generating some type of income, you're getting into agriculture, you're contributing to society. He would much rather take the business than the gold. So I would be on that same mindset. One of the interesting ways that I think over time, over the past 10 years, has been gaining a lot of traction lately, and we've seen the numbers skyrocket like crazy, is Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin, I don't think that this is something that will be going away anytime soon. I know some people. I am trying to get somebody on to have an interview with them in order to educate us a little bit more. I do own a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm not as well versed in that market, but I would say if you want to invest some of your money in Bitcoin, I think it should be a small percentage, and a percentage that you don't mind losing. Right? The prices are so volatile that you really can't predict, that time over time is going to increase. Although it does show that it will continue to increase just based off of the research that I've been able to do up to this point. So that's an option as well. I think one of the most common options that would take the least amount of learning, I would think, would be getting into the stock market, and specifically getting into mutual funds. So a mutual fund is basically you investing in a fund that has a bunch of different companies within it. A pretty famous one that I think most people know is the S&P 500, the top 500 companies that you could invest in. So you essentially put your money in the mutual fund, X amount, and then all that money is basically reinvested in all these major companies. So you're, I don't want to say hedging your bets, but you're diversifying within that mutual fund. So one easy way for you to invest in the stock market is to get an account with Robinhood. I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but that's one easy way. I use Fidelity myself. You could do that. And you can feel pretty certain, historically speaking, investing in mutual funds over the long term. And again, I want to stress that over the long term. So it's not like you're going to be making, a ton of money on that first year, but over the long term, you are going to grow on an 8 to 10% interest. Which means that if you are a very busy person, you have a lot of things to do, a lot going on, but you still want to be able to keep up with inflation and even beat it, right? Inflation is like 3 to 6% or something like that. If you want your money and if you want your money to grow and continue to keep up with inflation and surpass it, a very easy way to do it is to invest in mutual funds, and over the long term, like a 10-year span, year over year, the average will be about 8 to 10%. I think a very good advocate of investing in this way is Dave Ramsey. Definitely check him out. He's very conservative on a lot of his views, but one easy way to do it is to go that route. The last but not least, my favorite one is real estate. Buying real estate is like owning a business. Like I said before, I err on the side of Warren Buffett. I like being able to be a participant in the economy. I like being able to have a place where I'm offering someone a home. I like to be able to be in control of how my properties perform, and that's why you have to look at it as a business. The business has income and it also has expenses. There are ways that you can improve your business, and there are things that can hurt your business. So in that sense, you need to run your real estate where you own as a business and be able to compete in the marketplace. But by far, for me personally, I think real estate is one of the best ways to hedge against inflation and making sure that your money year over year is growing. Why? One is the tax breaks that you get, right? Two is the cash on cash return, meaning you're getting money every month coming into your account if you're running it properly. Let's see, what other ones are there? The debt pay down, meaning that they are the people that are paying you rent, they are paying down your mortgage. So over time, that value is going to grow. The fourth one is that year over year, real estate has always gone up in value. So you have your debt paid down, that's earning you money. The value of the property over time is earning you money. So there's very different ways where you can continue to earn money in real estate. And you see a lot of people that will buy real estate specifically for what is going to appreciate over time. I don't recommend this. I personally invest for cash on cash, for my cash on cash return. And if my property goes up in value, great. If it doesn't, there are many cases in history that you've seen rents go down, let's say 20 to 30%. So I'm just encouraging you to take a look at the dollar, do your research, and there are many other avenues where you could invest your money to be able to keep up with inflation and be able to make sure that you and your family over time are secure. I think that this is a great time to consider this, because I think that it's very apparent that there is a lot of money being printed in order to support a lot of the things that are going on with our economy. So I think it's a great time for people to be able to realize what really is going on with the dollar, and just holding your dollar in a bank is not going to be enough to guarantee that your money is going to withstand over time. And the worst thing that you can do is keep your money under a mattress or in like a vault in a bank. So make sure you're not doing that at least. So anyways, I hope that this is helpful for you. I was thinking about this this morning, and I really wanted to bring this out to you guys. If you yourself are doing something different, or you have any other opinions on how you can hedge against inflation, please let me know, comment. Make sure to share this video, subscribe, do all that good stuff, help this channel grow. I'm really focused on trying to bring the best value to you as an audience, and that will help me as we grow. That will help me get other people on this podcast and be able to bring you even better information. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.